Sometimes the funds that are offered in your employer's 401k would not have a ticker associated with it. This may happen due to many reasons. One of the reasons maybe is that they come under collective trust funds or CTFs for short and are commonly used in large company 401k and pension funds. They have a low expense ratio even if your personal asset value is less than the minimum limit. Now, this may be a valid argument in the past, but with most of the funds having an investor class ticker and a preferred class ticker, you should push your employer to get the low expense ratio based on the preferred class ticker rather than the fund having no ticker at all. As an example, Vanguard's fund that tracks S&P 500 has an investor class ticker VFINX with an expense of about $170 for every $100,000 managed. It has a minimum initial investment requirement of $3,000. Vanguard also has an Admiral class to track exactly the same index with an expense of only $50 for every $100,000 managed. This ticker, VFIAX, has a minimum investment requirement of $10,000. With the size of your company, your 401k administrator should negotiate VFIAX for all employees without any initial investment requirements. That is better than offering a CTF with no ticker associated with it. Go and talk to your 401k administrator with pitchfork and all. But the peasant revolt may be bootless or may take more time to bear fruit. In the meantime, you should get information on the composition and past performance of these CTFs. In this video, we are going to take an example of such a fund with no ticker and provide two ways by which you can find a proxy ticker for the said fund. So sit back and take careful notes. One of my friends works for Cisco and he's very happy there. He says Cisco takes care of its employees really well. Their 401k offers a range of selection. Some of the funds have tickers and these can be used as is in our Wisefolio input. As an example, you can see Fidelity's International Discovery having a ticker FIGRX here. You can plug in FIGRX in Wisefolio and be done with it. But they also have some of the CTFs, such as BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. As you can see, this does not have a ticker. So if this forms a big part of your 401k, you need to find a proxy ticker for this so you can get useful analytics out of Wisefolio. Remember, you need to input a ticker in Wisefolio as explained in Chapter 1. In this particular case, let's click on the link that points to a prospectus. This fund has a 4-star Morningstar rating, and more importantly, it says it seeks to match the performance of Dow Jones Wilshire 4500 Completion Index. Wilshire 4500 is composed of equities that are in the total market index that tracks 5,000 US stocks, less those equities that are in S&P 500. So basically, Wilshire 4500 is 5,000 minus 500. It's an index that the mutual fund companies use to track small and mid-cap equities. We need to do some analysis to ensure that this is what the fund is actually tracking. Sometimes the intention and the reality are not the same. Now, if you come down a bit and check out the performances, you can see that this investment is giving so many percentage in year to date, 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 year, and since inception. Further down, Morningstar also gives the top 10 holdings of this fund. Now keep these two data points to a side. This will come in handy shortly. Now you need a fund that tracks Wilshire 4500 index and that has a ticker. A simple Google search yields one such fund from Vanguard. This is VexMX. Let's quickly do a summary checks for VexMX on finance.yahoo.com. This fund was intended to track small and mid-cap equities. Okay, we are on the right path, but we don't know it enough to plug VexMX as a proxy ticker for BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. If you look at VexMX performance, see how it matches very closely to what we got from Morningstar prospectus for BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. If you dig down a bit in finance.yahoo.com for the top holdings of VexMX, you see an almost near match for Morningstar report of top 10 holdings of BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. So let's recap. BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund tracks Wilshire 4500 index, which is basically small and mid-cap UX equities. VexMX does the same. performance wise. And more than that, the top 10 holdings, we got almost a perfect match. Now we have sufficient information to plug in VexMX as a proxy for BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. But I would not rest and relax. I would do this research every quarter to ensure that the BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund stays the course. This is extra headache for you. So all the more reason to approach your employer's 401k administrator and make it their problem to get a fund with ticker. Remember the peasant revolt? Don't give up on that. Now, as much interesting as it is to do some sleuthing, you have better use for your time than doing this prospectus diving. And this is where Wisefolio's Google forum comes in handy. We have created forums with a structure for many topics. One of them is help on non-existent tickers. In that subtopic, do a Google forum search for your fund. In this case, BlackRock Extended Equity Market Fund. If you don't find anything, you can create a new topic. Since Google searches are very powerful, a free format search with the fund name and your employer name will bring in any past discussions that are relevant. In this case, apparently someone had the same question, and you can leverage this forum to save all the time in digging the prospectus yourself. But remember to be a good citizen. If you find something, post it in Wisefolio Google forum so others can stand to benefit. Remember, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or something like that. Also, even if you find a ticker and you don't agree with, please post that as well. Don't assume correctness. It is your forum. The more participative the users are, the better the quality of the forum. In chapter 1, we saw how to input your fund tickers into Wisefolio. In this video, chapter 1a, we saw two ways to find a proxy ticker for a fund that did not have a ticker in your employer's 401k offering. While having a ticker for all funds in the employer's 401k is the correct long-term solution, until such a time is reached, you can leverage some of the learnings from the video to make your life a little better when the current reality holds good in the near to mid-term future. In the next video, I will cover how to ensure the ticker you entered has the longest history in the family of same funds. I will see you in chapter 1b. If you like this video, press like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter. You will not hear any noise or photos of what we eat or selfies. We'll keep it low quantity but filled with high quality and relevant information that makes your portfolio analysis easier. Wisefolio, analytics that are actually useful.